Hello, I'm Ruth, and welcome back to This Is How We Roll. So, there's a lot I want to cover today. First of all, the title of this episode is Life Happens, and it's just about little inconveniences and things that pop up in the lives of people with disabilities that people without disabilities may not understand completely. And my hope with this is to bring about a better understanding of why, I guess, certain things happen in the lives of people with disabilities so that those without can understand a little bit better. So first of all, I want to talk about my hiatus that I've been on for a while. I've been originally trying to come out with an episode every week, and that is still the goal. However, it's so funny because I titled this episode Life Happens before my hiatus, but man, the title really hits home with me because life was just happening hardcore for me, and I'm sorry for that. I've been having a cough for a while, and it was just difficult for me to talk. I kind of got into a bit of an incident where I got hurt, and nothing serious. I just pulled my leg a little bit, and I was beating myself up over that because it was kind of my own fault. And then after that, everything just kind of rolled right into the holidays. So yeah, that's the reason for my hiatus, and I'm sorry, but I'm glad to be back. So one of the major things I want to discuss today is miscommunication. Particularly when it comes to texting. I want people to know that sometimes if you're left on read or that person replies to you late, it's not always their fault. When you have a disability, things like when you can go to the bathroom, when you can have a shower, when you can get dressed, and things of that nature often depend on when your caregiver can do those things for you. At home, my caregiver is my mother, and she is being my caregiver on top of being a mother to my sister, cooking, buying groceries, having a job, and all that kind of stuff. I mean, if we were to list everything, we'd be here all day. And at college, my caregiver is another college student who has her own busy schedule. And she was just kind enough to do the job as my assistant. So you may be wondering, what does that mean? It means that a lot of my needs get met when other people are available. I'm trying to keep my friends up to date on how long I will be away for can sometimes be difficult. However, I try. For example, odd things come up, like I think I'm just going for a bathroom transfer, and then my mother says, "Can we please do shower now?" To which I always say yes, because I know this is the best time for her to do it, and she's got a million other things to be thinking about. So please don't ever get offended if a friend of yours with a disability says they will be right back, and then they end up not being right back, or you end up being left on red for a little while. I know I personally always try to give explanations for my absence when I get back. However, if your friend does not do that, you can feel free to ask for an explanation, and I'm sure they'd be more than happy to give you one. The next topic today is phone freakout, and this is just about different ways that technology can exacerbate symptoms of disabilities. I know, speaking personally, that when I'm experiencing headaches or nerve issues, looking at a screen can make it worse. I feel like this is a lot of people who experience headaches and nerve issues as well. I typically deal with this by sending out a group message to my friends explaining why they may have spotty or no replies from me due to medical issues. I understand this may be difficult for some people to understand. However, try to think of how screen time can negatively impact your friend or family member, and try not to be mad at them for, not communicating with you. I know it seems super easy to send a text message or a voice message, and a lot of times it is, but it's not about the act of sending the message. It's about the time that you have to be looking at the screen that makes it difficult. Next up is I have to cancel. So this is just reasons why people with disabilities may have to cancel at short notice, or why things may come up for them that may not come up for the majority of the population. I know personally I've had to cancel plans last minute, and I'm sure many other people with disabilities have had to do the same thing at some point. When it happens, please try to come from a place of understanding when this happens instead of anger. And I understand that it is frustrating, but try to keep in mind that no one genuinely wants to cancel their plans. Sometimes things just come up. So you may be wondering, why does this happen? The truth is there are about 1 million reasons. One thing I often say is, honestly, I'm sick with my condition. Cerebral palsy is not a condition that makes you get sick or anything. However, a lot of condition-related things can compile to make you feel sick. For example, insomnia leading to a headache on top of tense muscles, on top of a stomachache, because you can't eat, that kind of a thing. So next up, for those without disabilities, I wanted to give viewers and audience members something to compare it to. For example, you tell your friend you were going to FaceTime, and then you find out you have to help with dinner. In all of our lives, unexpected changes come up in our plans. You were making plans to hang out with a friend, but then your mother tells you you have to help babysit. Due to this coming up, you would have to cancel to babysit your sibling. However, when you have a disability, sometimes it feels like you are having to babysit your body. When you were going to watch your partner play at their sporting event, however, you woke up feeling sick, and now you have to cancel. Sometimes people just wake up feeling sick, and they have to cancel when they didn't expect that they would have to. Finally, I just want to say I know that a lot of what I'm saying can kind of sound like a bunch of baloney. I understand why it's really easy for someone to say, "How did you not know you were going to have a shower?" Or, "What do you mean you woke up feeling sick with a condition that doesn't directly make you sick?" The simple answer to the first question is just going back to the fact that a lot of my caregiving is based around when other people are available. The answer to the second question is I know it can be difficult to understand, and I know that it can sound like a bunch of baloney until you are the one in that body experiencing the compounding amount of symptoms at one time. So, in conclusion, my hope for this episode was that maybe if you don't have a disability, you can take away an understanding of what it's like to have a physical disability. And if you do have a disability, maybe you'll feel heard, is what I'm hoping, and that some of your points will seem more valid to friends and family members if it was something that was difficult for them to understand. That's it for this episode, so until next time, remember we're all different, so just roll with it.